Chris Barnicle. He's the self-proclaimed world's fastest stoner. He's a former collegiate and professional runner who's now very outspoken about how eating marijuana edibles has benefited his long-distance running. Well, trials for the 2016 Rio Olympics in Los Angeles took place on Saturday, and with a time of 3 hours, 45 minutes, and 34 seconds, the Barnicle came in last. Bummer. Margaret. Apparently...
Is Barnicle his real last name? Before you go any further.
As far as I know, yes. I don't know why anybody would go out of their way to change their name to Barnicle, though. Just saying. So apparently it doesn't work. There's other things that we're going to get into as to why as to other reasons why he could have possibly been last. But he was really, really, really last. I mean, his time was the slowest men's or women's time since at least 2000. So.
How stoned was he when he was running? Maybe
good question. He was asked that, and he said, "I'm not going to comment on that."
Oh, right.
He didn't want to get disqualified or something because of it, so he did not.
We don't know how stoned he was.
No, and I'm not making this the whole stoner thing up. That's like if you go on his Twitter, it says. I mean, he came world's fastest stoner. He actually calls himself that. Sorry, go ahead.
Fastest stoner ever comes in dead last. Maybe you should give up. Well, if you enjoy running, though, who cares if you're fast?
But edibles, I mean, it's like, it's really hard to put Pop-Tarts in a toaster after you eat an edible, let alone run a marathon. Are you joking me?
I mean, that's a good point. Barnicle is...
If it works, it works.
If it works, it works. So he's wanting to qualify for an Olympic race?
Exactly. He wanted to go to Rio. Unfortunately, didn't quite make it.
Are they going to drug test him once he gets to the Olympics?
Yeah. Well, there's that too. Well, he'd probably get off. You know.
Right.
He would wean off of it if he made it. But apparently, he got really, really last. He was once a very promising runner when he was back in college. He was professional for a little bit. He actually trained in Kenya for a while. But then he actually sustained an injury that put him off training for a while. Then he started like the weed thing.
Got it.
And then ever since, you know, Barnicle's running and training has dropped off steeply, surprisingly around the same time that he started eating a bunch of edibles. I don't know if that has something to do with it, but the world's fastest stoner, ladies and gentlemen, is still way slower than everyone else.